The Focused Warrior Podcast. Bro, that's still a badass title.
Sounds good, eh?
Badass title. I
Fuck yeah.
love that title, bro. How you doing, man?
Doing good, bro. We're doing good. Sunshine Coast is a very different vibe to the Gold Coast. It's a little quieter, but the people here are more real. Like there's no bullshit. They kind of tell you straight. If they don't want to speak to you, they won't speak to you. So, but everyone's really friendly. Everyone's really friendly. It's been pretty cool. And yeah, doing a little bit of exploring, which has been great. And I think the other thing is that what we do every single day is, man, we hustle. That's that fucking hustle level that's just got to go to another level. So yeah, no, it's pretty good. How about you, brother? Oh, happy fucking birthday, man.
Thanks, bro. Hell yeah, man. Feeling like $1,000,000, dude. Another trip around the sun. Thank
Fuck
you
yeah.
very much.
Yeah, yeah. 10 years younger, man. Look at you. Hey?
Hey, that's all that grind and hustle, man. They say it makes you look older, but nah.
Nah,
I'm gonna say it doesn't.
fucking stud. Look at you. Fucking stud. So, bro,
Yeah,
what's
bro.
what?
But you know what? Good week, man. Birthday week. Birthday week, man. It was fun. A lot of fun.
All right, I'm pretty sure we'll touch on a little bit today in the conversation that we're going to have. So, spill. What are we talking about today?
This one bugged me all week, dude. This actually happened to me a few times this week, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it. That's why we had to call a special recording to the pod tonight, man. But I wanted to know, how do you handle and how does it make you feel when you get rejected?
Yeah, let's put that out there to the audience as well. How do you feel about rejection? I fucking hate it. I fucking hate rejection. I think because if I have a look at my childhood, I was never good enough. Through my younger years as a kid. Yeah, I played a lot of sport, but I always saw myself as that ugly kid. The guy that could never get a girlfriend. And you know what? When you're 10, 12 years old, you go through school, you have your first girlfriend, like all that shit. I was never that guy. Fuck, I'll tell a story. I actually remember I might have been about 15 or 16 years old. And like back in those days, we had bikes and whatnot. So we biked to school. None of this fucking parents dropping you off to school bullshit. We literally had to either walk or fucking bike. They're the only ways we can get to school. And I remember that we had this school dance that we had to go to at the end of a year. And it's kind of like I don't know what they call it now, but it's like not even a formal. So we had this school dance that we went to and we had to learn to dance. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. And one of like the school that we were teamed up to, I was in a boys' school, then we had a girls' school, and we got together and we had to learn to dance. And there was actually a really cute girl who asked me to partner up to do this dance thing. Me being a fucking psycho little kid at the time, I stalked her, didn't I? So, so after the that we had the dancing lessons, I followed her home. Not directly to her place, not to her door, like not that fucking extreme. I've followed her as much as I could. That looked like I was, riding home. But the to end the story, she didn't even know. Like that was it. Hey, you're the only guy here. Fuck it. Like I need a partner. Yeah, I was nothing to her after that. Completely rejected. Completely, fucking blind. Like who the fuck are you? So I was hurt. I was cut. This kid who thought that he had found the love of his life. Yeah, I was cut, and that was reject. That was kind of like my first real taste of rejection. But then, fast forward 30, 40 years, it's rejections turned into competition when you're not good enough when you're on stage and you put all this effort in. There's that rejection that, nah, you're not good enough to make the finals. Obviously, girlfriends, you're never good enough to, for their expectations, or you're never good enough for them, and whatever factor, whether it be more along the lines now, it's materialistic and money, which is again a little shallow, but that's kind of that's the reality, and in business, being rejected in business, that all you want is you just want your business to grow. And when you're constantly getting no's and you're constantly rejected based on the stuff you're putting out there, it fucking sucks. It really does. But I think more than anything, it's really taught me that thick skin of never giving up. You can't give up.
Mm,
But it also has taught me to really, who the fuck am I? And what's the message am I putting out there? Am I trying to pretend to be everyone else? Because that's never going to work. I'm going to fail every single time. But it's probably also more, yeah, over time and each day, it's making me realize more who am I? And I'm really trying to, again, my message. What do I want out of this? What do I want out of life? What am I searching for? Like all of that. So yeah, in a long story, that's kind of like that's rejection for me, bro. How about you? Like when you hear the word rejection, like what goes through your mind?
Oh, dude, it sucks. And I'll tell you right now, I've heard a million motivational speakers talk about, oh, the next no could be the yes, and you have to keep it up. And but I've heard all of that, and I agree with all of it. But I'm gonna tell you
Mm,
like this, man, it still sucks.
mm,
It just flat out sucks. There's no way around it. It just stings, man. And you know what? I'm allowed to have my moment, and I'm gonna have my moment. And you know what? It doesn't stay there very long, but it's still just one of those things like,
yeah.
damn it, I wanted that one. Or you know what? I mean, yeah, maybe it's not right now, maybe it's in 6 months, whatever it is. But one thing I'll say, Aaron, that's really helped me move through that is, and this could be personal relationship as well, is you don't really know someone until you tell them no.
Mm.
And that is how I operate now because I start
Yeah.
thinking about it and I start going, well, if somebody tells me no and then I just tell them to just fuck off, who the hell am I?
Mm,
Why am I being that way? Was I just pretending the whole time just so I can get you to sign up for my program or you to be my friend or whatever it is?
mm.
You don't realize, bro, this stuff has to be organic. And you have to be sincere with what you're doing. People smell the bullshit from a mile away.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So, bro, I'll say that it sucks, but I think it's that next conversation that you have that determines how real you are. So I know I said a lot in a short amount of time there, but I'll just say this, man. I don't like it. And that takes me all the way back to my teenage years. Same thing, bro. Like you say, first girlfriend dumps you, rejects you. It's all childhood trauma, I believe. I think we
Yeah.
all go through it when we're young and then we get
Yeah.
embarrassed because, people start making fun of you and then it turns into the adults and, I start dating and you
Mm,
get rejected or, the girl that you thought was your true love turns out to
mm,
just be sorry, don't want you anymore, I hate you, whatever it is. And you're just like,
mm.
damn, you feel stupid, right? So I'm just saying, bro, I think in this day and age where we are with everybody just going, hey, it's not about your feelings, it's not about your emotions, and you got to learn to have that tough skin. I agree. Yes. But I don't think the feelings and the emotions should be pushed aside. I
I
think you
agree.
should feel that. I
Yeah.
think you need to feel that embarrassment, that frustration, because the next time you have it, you're going to remember that and it's going to make you better for the
Mm.
response that you get the next time you hear no. So,
100, yeah, like 100% agree with that. Because if you're not, if you're ignoring your emotions and you're ignoring your feelings, guess what we're doing as men? We're suppressing and repressing emotions. And what happens when you continue to repress and suppress emotions? You're a pressure cooker. And at some point, you're going to fucking explode.
oh
You're going to
yeah.
blow up. And so it is to feel through it. Yeah, it fucking sucks in the moment. But the other thing is though, and this is something that I've learned over the years is that your reaction is definitely how you're either going to move past this or you're going to see it as a lesson or you're going to try and push it aside and fucking ignore it. And then if you do that and you've got an angry reaction, guess what's going to happen? The same shit's going to happen, and you're going to get another harder no. In whatever area in life it is. So yeah, I truly believe that once you start to realize, and get to know who you are, then you can kind of. And for me, what I do is a lot of the rejection as well. I do understand and know that a lot of it has been from my childhood, and it was, my father. It was all with my father. My father was, I never had a present father. He was never there. And everything I tried to do as a kid was to impress him. Whether
Mm.
it be sport, whether it be just doing things, making things. Hey, Dad, look at this, and to have your father not really pay much attention because he's either working his ass off to provide for the family or he's doing his own thing. I mean, as a kid, you're like, oh, fuck, rejection. So when you actually have a look at the whole rejection cycle, it started when I was a young kid, probably
Wow.
3, 4, 5 years old. So, but I understand and recognize that. And so what I can do one of two things. And this is what we can do as people. We can either be that fucking kid and feel into what we felt into when we were 3, 4, 5 years old, being rejected by your parents, and act that, and you're just like a fucking entitled little shit, and just have your fucking tantrum. Throw your toys out of the cot. You can be that guy or woman, or you can look in and go, okay, I understand this. What's the lesson in here? And this is where for me, it's like
Ooh.
you need to fucking come. You need to go internal. You know, two ways you can look at it: throw the fucking toys out of your cot, or you can go, all right, point the finger back at you. What do I need to learn out
Mm.
of this?
Damn, Aaron. What do I need to learn? You know, the hardest thing for people to do is admit that they did not approach the situation the right way, that they were 100% right.
Hmm.
They did everything right. I actually had a buddy tell me that. I actually went to him and I said, "Hey, you and I had a conversation. It was a very, very business conversation. And be honest with me. And this guy's my good friend. Shout out. As a matter of fact, our boy Eric, the one we did the
Yo,
podcast with.
yes.
You guys have not listened to that one. That man is fire, pure
Like,
gold. Go
what is it
listen to
like?
that episode.
I can
So
episode 12 or some shit, like
yeah,
way back in
yeah.
the day.
We
But
need to we need to get him on the Focus Warrior, man. He
it
needs to
was
be on
powerful.
this one.
Yeah.
Um, but bro, what I will say is I went to him and I had a business opportunity. Really wasn't even just a bit in business. It was just, hey, I was trying to pitch him something, man.
Mm.
And I said, just out of curiosity, what did I do wrong? Can you tell me, be my brother, be honest with me? And this is what's dope, Aaron. If you don't have these people in your circle, get you some people like this
It was
that
straight
will
up.
give it to you straight, no
Mm.
bullshit, no fluff, tell you exactly what's up. And you know what's crazy, man? He told me, he said, John, you did everything right. There was nothing that I told you no. You gave me a second option. I told you not no to that one. You gave me a third option. I told you no to that one as well. And he said that you were 100%, you did everything exactly how I would have wanted been sold. So the truth was, I just didn't need it. And bro,
Yeah.
that was so cool because when you can get that, it helps you because you go, okay, all right, what I'm doing here is I'm having a genuine conversation with somebody.
Mm.
Yes, of course, I want your business because this is the thing, Aaron. Anybody that says, oh, well, just have a conversation with them and see where it goes. No, you're there for a purpose. You're there for business.
Mm.
So why would you sit here and go, let's just talk about the weather? No, in the end, I really want to earn your business,
Yeah.
but it comes organically, right? The conversation gets brought up as it needs to get brought up. So that's how that my boy Eric, he's my brother. We have been around him a long time, and I decided to finally shoot my shot. And he just said flat out, I just didn't need it. So think about it like this, Aaron. This is what him and I joked about, I'm sure he'll get a chuckle out of this when he listens. But he goes, I told him, I said, well, the next time you're in the shower, you're going to think about me, right? He says, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He's like, it's kind of weird
uh,
to say it that way, but it's funny
fuck yeah, it
because
is weird,
it
dude.
was funny because I was talking about hair care products with him, shampoo.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
that's the only reason why I know we went a little bit south. And I went backwards on that for the pod. Everybody's gonna be like, "What the hell are you talking? What were you selling him, you freaking weirdo?" No, it
That
was
was a
shampoo,
question.
guys.
That was actually a
Shampoo,
question I was going to ask. But then, yeah, when you throw in
shampoo,
you're going to think of me in
men's
the
line,
shower.
men's stuff.
Mm, you're
But
going to think of
bro,
me in
it
the shower.
just,
It's a bit fucking weird, man. It's like, I don't know where you going with this.
but bro, it was crazy because you just don't know when you're gonna get people in that right moment.
Mm.
And I think that's the bottom line is when you come out to it, people may not need your service right then and there. Why do you think we go to networking events, Eric? Aaron, you know what I'm saying? We go to networking events not for the purposes of selling 10 people in the room, right? We
Mm.
go
Mm.
there to just have good, solid conversations.
Mm.
You give everybody your card and hey, this is great. Thank you for sharing this with me. I don't have a need for your service right now, but you know what? Let's have coffee at some point and maybe we could talk a little bit more and share some more stories and what's working for us. Dude, you should live for those kind of conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I agree. And look, what we do. with your Focus 20, with me, with the Awaken Warrior program, even face-to-face personal training that I'm doing, fuck, even my watches, even my apparel, like all these little things that I've always done. I'm not the solution for everyone. Just
No,
because I've got an apparel fucking brand and, I want people to wear my stuff, there's stuff that there's people who will never wear that stuff because it's just like that just don't like it. You have to be okay with that. Like with my Awaken Warrior program, it's not for everyone, but the people that it is for, it solves a problem that they have. And I know that. Absolutely, I know that. And I think there's a lot of people that don't understand the value of the program yet, just like we with the Focus 20. And when it's a new program, we're trying to find not just our niche, we're just more finding our message is all we are. We understand the program. We fucking love the programs. We're passionate about our programs. We know that they're going to benefit and help so many people. But the message is really important. And the message is it's got to be it's got to be authentic. It's got to be like relatable. It's got to be real. But at the same time, it actually has to solve a problem for someone. And I think that's,
right.
just like hair care. We're solving a problem with your hair care. The skincare, we're solving a problem with that. And I think that unless you truly like are honest and real with yourself and understand the facts that you do have a problem, then great, let's have a conversation. But until you realize that you've got an issue, then I can't help you.
Then you
And
can't. You're right, exactly, Aaron. I can't help you. And the other thing is that it's a not right now.
yeah,
It sounds like a no. And I think that's the approach, Aaron, that we talk about with this rejection. It sucks,
mm,
but
mm.
you really have to sit with yourself and figure out why they said no. Did you solve
Uh,
the problem? And bro, if you didn't, they're gonna say no 100% of the time. And even if you are solving their problem, it's just like this, Aaron. I use this analogy a lot. If I know a mechanic, but my truck is running fine, do I need him right now? And he
mm,
says, hey, man, I'm doing 20% off on oil changes. Yeah, man, thanks, but I just got my oil changed. So thank you for the card. I'll think about you the next time I need one, but right now, I don't need it. So I'm gonna have to respectfully reject you, right?
yep,
So, bro, it's that's the easiest way you can go about it. And until you get there, and I'm telling you, bro, it doesn't make it. When somebody tells me no, it fucking makes me mad. But
yeah, yeah.
I have to sit here and unpack it, especially with my boy
Because
over the airwaves on the microphone. Dude, it's so true, man. You have to solve the freaking problem.
Yep. And look, the other, sorry to jump in here, but the other thing as well, like this is business related, but then when you talk about personal, I fucking hate rejection personally.
Oh,
From a personal perspective, it's not now. It's like, yeah, if I have $1 million in the bank, you're going to change your mind. Fuck you. You had your chance.
oh,
Fuck you.
oh.
Whatever. It's like, sorry, you had your opportunity. I'm not going to go back just because I'm now in a position where you think that, oh, you want to be with me because I can provide more. Really?
Oh,
Oh, you didn't want me at the start when I was building this? Oh, okay. I got you. So I do like the aspect. I really had to put that personal side in there as well. So
all good.
yeah.
All good.
But yeah, it's a really interesting dynamic with, when we understand ourselves and we know that we've got a product or a service that we know can benefit and help so many people, but we also know that part of our role in our job is to help people identify that I know you got an issue, you just don't understand it yet. You just don't know
There you
because you
go.
haven't asked yourself enough questions. So, right, let's go. And when from a business point of view for me, and I'm going to be straight up, I'm going to, be real, that I hate rejection from a business point of view because I know that that next sale is life changing.
Right.
And that's where it sucks because I know that it's just one more, just one more, just one more.
Yeah.
And it doesn't come. That's when
Mhm.
it's like, fuck. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
So,
again, Aaron, that you know what that goes back to, bro, is us as men just trying to control the situation.
yeah.
You get the ego that kind of sticks his little head out and goes, "Oh, see, I knew it. I knew that we shouldn't talk to this guy. We just made a fool of ourselves." Right? You start having that little voice creep in, man,
Mm,
and you're right because the truth is, Aaron, and this is another analogy, bro, is that you go to the restaurant to eat, and the waiter hands you the menu. Waiter doesn't says, "All right, Aaron, you need this, this, and this." Okay, thank you. I'm gonna take the menu back and I'm gonna bring it out to you. No, bro. I mean, that's the whole point, right? Is you want to sit there and have the experience
I don't
and
know.
try what you believe you need
Yeah.
in that moment.
Interesting though. Sometimes I've gone to a restaurant and they go, "Oh, look at you, you're a big fella. You need some protein. You got to go to the outside." Every day I've had that a couple of times. I walk in the restaurant and go, "Oh, you got muscles." This is actually when I was in the Philippines. I'm like, "Just give me a steak." Like, yeah, I know. You're steak. You're meat. And that's not racist. Fucking hell. All these
No,
people turning
no,
racist.
that's just some good old fashioned humor right there, bro. It's no different than what we
Uh,
do every day to each
Fucking
other.
gold. It was gold. All right, mate. Last
Yeah.
words from you, bro. Last word from you.
I think at the end of the day, man, the rejection part of it is going to suck. There's no way around it. It's just honestly where I come from is until I sit back and I understand why they said no, it's the only way I'm going to grow. The only way I'm going to get better. I don't have this thing figured out. I just don't, right? I would love to hear somebody that says, I've done this a million times and I know every scenario about everything that's going to ever happen in the entire world. You're lying because there's going to be something new that comes up that you haven't seen before. But unless you're ready with a thick skin and ready for that no, that rejection, and that's personal too, bro. I'm telling you, when I'm told no at personally, I hate that just as much.
Mm.
But to your point, man, it's turning the finger around and pointing it right back at yourself. What could you do different here? All right, you took the no. How do you respond? And that's how I'll finish it up, man. I'll keep it short and simple. How do you respond? And until you actually know what that looks like, you're going to constantly struggle with it. So that's my piece,
Yeah,
brother.
love that. That's so fucking true. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you probably took it from a business sort of perspective on the rejection. Would I be right in saying that?
Yes,
All right.
definitely.
So I'm going to come from a personal perspective of rejection of when you find the courage to go up and ask someone for a date and they say no.
Ooh,
How does it make you feel? And the last thing you want to be doing is doing it again. It's the last thing on your mind. Oh fuck it, don't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. I was shy enough and I was uncomfortable, but I did it. Um, there's a couple of things that I would suggest you do. Do it again. And you have to
oh,
be okay with rejection.
repetition. I
Yeah.
like it.
You have to be okay with rejection because and look, a little bit like business and it's a numbers game, you keep doing it. At some point someone's going to turn around, you know what? Yeah, fuck yeah, why not? But I don't want you to be the hoe. I don't want you to fucking go around and ask all these people for a date just because, you're finding yourself or testing. What I want you to do is if you get that rejection, I'll really internalize, okay, well, what emotion are you feeling? Are you feeling shit about yourself? Are you telling
Yeah.
yourself that you're not good enough? And then I want you to go away and fucking work on yourself. Do the
Ooh,
things, do the fucking things that make you feel good. Like go to the fucking gym, start eating well and nourishing your body, nourishing your mind, meditate and just get some fucking habits in there and do the Focus 20 program or even do the Awaken Warrior program. Something that's going to enable you to practice discipline to do the things that are going to make you a better person.
damn, Aaron. Damn, bro. Yes, that's exactly right. Repetition is king.
Mm,
I don't care who you are. You've got to be able to do that every day. Bottom line, it's the only way we're going to get better at this. And to be
yep.
quite honest, dude, yes, I'm feeling a little bit frustrated about the rejection, but I've already got some ideas on how to rekindle that conversation. So stay
Fuck yes.
tuned, bro. Could
Fuck
turn
yes,
this
brother.
into a win real quick.
All right, so guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, please share the show. We do this because we feel that there's a message here for everyone to listen to, and we're just sharing, just two normal guys that going through life and going through the struggle of just wanting to be better in business, and personally, and it's also sharing our struggles, which we know so many of you are actually going through as well. So if you've got any value, share the show, let us know, like shoot some questions, let us know what you think of the episode. And if you haven't already, jump on to John Alvarado
5280.
5280. So it was close. I was fucking close. On Instagram, check out his Focus 20 program. Me, Aaron Braithwaite, have a look at my Wake and Warrior program and let's just open up the conversation. Let's just
I
start
love it.
fucking talking about this shit. So thank you
I love
so
it.
much, everyone. Stud.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. My brother from down under. Appreciate you guys. Until next time. Take care.
Happy birthday. See you, man.
Thanks, bro.